Hello everyone, welcome to the next video on basic electrical engineering. Today we are going to discuss the MCQ on series parallel RLC circuit. Obviously it is based on the single phase AC circuits. I am Ganesh from Kekewag Institute of Engineering Education and Research, Nashik. What is the learning outcome of today's session? At the end of this session, the learner will be able to apply the fundamentals of RLC circuit connected to AC supply. So let's begin with the questions. So before going to questions, I want to discuss the uh, total syllabus of that series RLC circuit in a single slide. Here you will observe that I am giving some parameters and the circuit names: pure R, pure L, pure C, RL series and RC series. So first I am preparing the circuit diagram. So see, the sinusoidal voltage, single phase sinusoidal voltage is applied across the pure resistance of R ohm. Here it is a sinusoidal voltage applied across the inductance of L Henry. Here the sinusoidal voltage is applied to the capacitance of C farad, and here the sinusoidal voltage is applied to the series combination of resistance and inductance. Here this sinusoidal voltage is applied across series combination of resistance and capacitance. So what is the applied voltage? In all cases, the applied voltage is same, that is Vm sine omega t, where omega is equal to 2 pi f radiant per second. So obviously omega is measured in terms of radiant per second. So V is equal to Vm sine omega t. Again, here V is equal to Vm sine omega t, V is equal to Vm sine omega t, Vm sine omega t. So what is the impedance? In AC circuit, we measure the impedance Z is equal to R plus or minus Jx. So in this case, you will observe that there is only resistance is present, so it is R. Okay, so Z is equal to R. Here the only inductance is present, hence Z is equal to plus JXL. J stands for J is the complex number which is under root minus 1. Okay, plus JXL, where XL is equal to 2 pi FL. Here if you see the impedance triangle, Z is equal to R, and here Z is equal to JXL. Now in the pure capacitance circuit, Z is equal to minus jxc ohm, that is xc is equal to 1 upon 2 pi fc. See, here it is a 2 pi fl, here it is 1 upon 2 pi fc, and it is a minus jxc, so impedance Z is on my impedance Z is equal to minus jxc. In RL series circuit, the Z is equal to R plus jxl. Okay, suppose if we convert this rectangular into polar, it is a mod of Z at an angle of phi, where from the impedance triangle, this is R, this is the plus JXL, and the resultant is Z, whereas the angle between R and Z is what? Phi. Okay, so suppose you want to determine the phi, you can take the tan inverse of XL by R, or you can take the cos of R by cos inverse of R by Z. Similarly, in case of capacitance, the Z is equal to R minus JXC. So it is a mod of Z at an angle of minus phi. So minus JXC is on this side in impedance triangle, R minus JXC and Z. So angle is, this is the phi. How to calculate the current? The current is always V upon Z. So it is V upon Z. So here it is Z is equal to R. So it is V upon R. Here the current I is V upon Z, that is V upon JXL. So plus JXL, that is the XL at an angle of, so it is always XL at an angle of 90 degrees. So when it is goes to the numerator, so it will become minus 90. So it is I at an angle of minus 90. I is equal to V upon Z, that is V upon minus jxc. So it is a mod of I minus jxc. When go to the numerator, it will become a plus j. So that is a plus 90 degree. I is equal to V by Z, that is I is equal to V upon Z. Here you will observe that this is what of phi, so it is I at an angle of phi, and here we will observe that I is equal to V by Z, that is I at an angle of minus here it is the minus phi, and here it is the plus phi. Okay, so if we calculate the phase angle, so phi is the angle of between the voltage and current. Suppose the voltage is taken as the reference, so 0 minus current angle is also 0. So 0 minus 0, the phase angle difference is 0. Hence the power factor is cos phi. Cos phi is a power factor of cos of 0 is unity. Here angle of voltage minus angle of current, angle of voltage is 0, angle of current is the minus of minus 90, it will become a plus 90. So plus 90, so it is a 0 lagging. As it is it is the pure inductive circuit, we have to mention it as a lagging, because plus cos of plus 90 and cos of minus 90 is both are 0. So how to recognize that whether the circuit is inductive or capacitive? It is from the lagging or leading. If it is a lagging, it indicates the inductive circuit. In this, the capacitance C how it will be calculated. So this will give you phi is equal to minus 90, because angle of voltage is 0, angle of current is 90, so it will give you minus 90. And cos of minus 90 is also 0, but we are mentioning this is leading, so it will understand that the capacity, this is the capacitive circuit. In case of RL circuit, the power factor lies between 0 to 90 degree. Hence, the power factor angle is between 0 to 90. Hence, the power factor is between 0 to 1 lagging. In the RC circuit, the power factor angle is lagging between the minus 90 and 0. So hence it is between 0 and 1 leading. Why this is happening? Because of why? According to the rule of all STC rule. Okay, according to the rule of all STC, it is observed that according to the rule of all STC, it is observed that, just a minute. Oh, thank you. STC, it is observed that the cos is positive in this quadrant also, this quadrant also. So hence we have to write down whether it is lagging or leading. How to calculate the active power? The formula of active power is VI cos phi, reactive power is VI sin phi, and apparent power is VI. So you observe here, the active power cos phi is a unity, hence it is a VI. Sin phi will become a 0, hence reactive power is 0, and apparent power is equal to VI, it is a V. So its unit is watt, VAR and VA. So this is in watt, this is in VAR, and this is in VA. Similarly, if you come to the pure inductor, cos phi is a 0, hence active power consumption is 0. Reactive power is VI sin phi, sin 90 is 1, so it is a VI, and apparent power is also VI. So here the unit is watt, again it is a VAR, again it is a VAR. Here in the pure capacitance, cos of 0 is again cos of 90 is again 0. So cos of 90 is 0. So VI cos phi is a 0 watt. Okay. And it is VI sin phi, sin of 90 is becoming 1. So VA, but you have to treat it is at the minus VA. Why? Because it is a sine of minus 90. Sine of minus 90 is the minus 1. So it is a minus VR. So what this minus is indicating over, this capacitance is absorbing the reactive power. This is the capacitance is supplying the reactive power. Inductor absorbs the reactive power, whereas the capacitance is supplies. As it is a supplies, it is treated as a minus sign over here. Okay. Again in RL circuit, it is a VI cos phi, VI sin phi, VI. Here it is a VI, in RC circuit, it is a VI cos phi, VI sin phi, and VI. So this can be remembered through the power triangle diagram also. In the power triangle diagram, this is the P, this is the Q, and this is the S, where this angle is a phi. So hope you have understood the this total slide, and this total slide will give you the benefit for the preparation of series RLC circuit. So let me go to the next questions. Okay, so which statement is true? See, we'll read the statement. In the pure capacitor and pure inductor consumes the zero power. So we know that in case of pure resistance, the power consumption is not zero. But in case of capacitor and pure inductor, in pure inductor and pure capacitor, active power consumption is zero. So obviously this statement is true. But this is also false, because pure capacitor and pure resistance consumes the power. Hence it is not true. Pure inductor and pure resistor. So pure resistance also consumes the power, but hence this statement is not true. Pure resistance consumes the zero power. No, pure resistance consumes the some power which is not equal to zero. So it will, that answer is what? The first one is the correct. The inductor offers infinite reactance at. So see that XL, we have to calculate the reactance. So XL is equal to 2 pi FL. So that it indicates that the inductive reactance is proportional to frequency. If you want the XL is to be infinity, hence frequency must be infinity. Okay, at the when the frequency becomes the infinity, your inductive reactance will become a infinity, hence it is infinity hertz. Capacitor offers the infinite reactance at. We know that capacitive reactance is given by 1 upon 2 pi fc. Here it is clearly observed that Xc is inversely proportional to the frequency. If frequency is 0, Xc is infinite. Okay, so it will offer the infinite reactance at 0 hertz, means capacitors act like open circuit there. Capacitor act like a short circuit. Short circuit means what? Offer the zero reactance. So short circuit means offering zero reactance. Okay, so keep in mind zero reactance will offer at the short circuit case. So X is equal to 1 upon 2 pi fc. When the Xc will become 0, when the frequency is infinite, the Xc will become to 0. Inductor acts as a short circuit at which frequency? So XL is equal to 2 pi FL. If you want the inductance to be inductive reactance to be 0, the frequency also must be 0. Okay, so you from this slide you remember two important relation. XL is equal to 2 pi FL and XC is equal to 1 upon 2 pi FC. This is always taken as the plus JXL and this is always taken as the minus JXC. Okay, so hope you understood this all information. So let's me move to the next slide. The current and voltage are in same phase for, okay, so voltage and current both are the same. Means phi is equal to 0. That is difference between angle of voltage and angle of current is 0. This is only true for a resistive load, hence it is the resistive load. Okay, variable pure inductor. So I am having the inductor, okay, which is connected across the variable frequency supply. Here it is the AC supply, but here the frequency is variable, that is I can increase or decrease the frequency. If the inductor this inductor is also variable. If the inductor is value is doubled and the frequency is half of their initial values, so XL is equal to 2 pi FL. So inductor is doubled, means L is changed to twice L and frequency is half, is made half, then it is equal to F by 2. So what will happen to the inductive reactance? So XL is equal to 2 pi FL. So F is changed to F by 2 and L is changed to 2L. So 2 will be get cancelled. Again you are getting the 2 pi FL. Means XL value will not be changed because both are, we are changing the both. Frequency is held and inductance is doubled, so that it is same. Here the same problem is given, but here the capacitance is given. Okay, so X is equal to 1 upon 2 pi FC. C is made doubled and the frequency is made half. So C is doubled and frequency is made half. So X is equal to 1 upon 2 pi F by 2 and 2 C. 2 will be get cancelled. Again you are getting the 1 upon 2 pi FC. So XC value also will not be changed. Okay, so let's see the next example. If I is equal to Im sin omega t ampere is the expression of the current through the pure capacitor, what will be the probable expression for the voltage across capacitor? So here the pure capacitance case is given and the current is given through this. So what is the value of the current? It is given that Im sin omega t. So current is taken as the reference. We know that in pure capacitance I leads to the voltage by 90 degree, that is V lags by 90 degree to the current. So V is lagging by the 90 degree to the current. That means Im is replaced by Vm sin omega t as it is, but here we have to add the angle minus 90 because voltage in the pure capacitor lags by 90 degree. Hence it is a Vm sin omega t minus pi by 2. So this is the correct. Same problem is repeated here, but instead of the capacitor, the inductor is given and the current through inductor is given, and we have to recognize what is the voltage. So I is equal to Im sin omega t, so it is the reference. In case of pure inductor, we know that the current lags to the voltage, means current must be lag. So this is the current which must be lags to the voltage by 90 degrees. So voltage is leading to the current by 90 degree. So phasor are rotating in anti-clockwise direction. This side is always lead, this side is always lag. So if suppose you remember this, then that will become easy. So leading side means on this side how many degree? 90 degree. So Vm sin omega t, Im is replaced by Vm sin as it is, omega t as it is. Instead of plus 0 angle, here we have to add the plus 90 angle because voltage is leading by the 90 degree. Hence it is a Vm sin omega t plus by 2. Hope you have enjoyed this MCQ section. We will take this MCQ section in the part 2. So refer the part 2 video also, and kindly subscribe my channel and give the likes to my video. Thank you. Thank you.